It was ace 4, but I thought it was ace.
Yeah, it's chopped up.
All right, everybody's back at the table, and we're going to get the game started again.
9,000 to
We're
13,000.
in level 6 of Chase the Bracelet, season 7. I'm sorry, season 3, game
What do you got?
episode 7.
I know. Who do you think?
And
got
we're good to go.
5,000?
Actually, somebody got
I got 9,900.
Oh, I got 92.
Next pot you get, I'm raising whenever.
Click the window, the active window.
Is that binding?
I'm gonna jam on you.
About 4,000.
There you go.
About 4,000. 45.
13, yeah.
6 players left in the game.
Fold.
Fold.
Going up.
13.
Makes it 13 to play. Brandon raises 13. Fold,
Brandon with
fold.
5-7
9
spades
round.
raises to 1,300.
He loves them suited.
Yes, he does. Rob Newman doesn't believe him and calls him with his ace deuce of clubs. King 9. 5 on 4th Street. And another 5.
Check.
12.
Raised 1,200. Newman may think his ace is good here. 2 pair on the board. Not too much damage to his chip stack.
Whoa.
I knew we had the 5.
Those hands always seem to work out for me.
No, what? No, king wasn't even a question.
He's like, I know you don't have a king.
I love how people call knowing that the other person has the full house.
Yeah.
Did you have a 9?
It's a
Oh,
nice
I had
guy.
an ace.
2 pair
Oh,
of
see
ace.
it? Oh, gotcha.
I'm sorry, Linda. I keep.
No, it's good.
4 to go.
I should have popped it, repopped it when you raised.
And it folds. Brandon
Brandon
King
calls.
5 of spades calls.
Down.
Heather with ace 10 here. Just calls. Newman calls from the small blind. And Marco checks his option.
Everyone's glasses down. What? No.
I'm not. Fold, or Don folds.
I don't know.
I'm not killing it, but Don folds. Decent.
John folded, but it's not folding his hand.
4 to the flop here.
There's no connection, that's why.
Yeah, actually, I'm showing on in here that it
Check,
did.
I'm sorry.
Evan?
Oh,
Is it up?
it's up. You're showing Don is folded.
Yeah,
I am.
Tell with that now.
Go ahead, Heather.
All players check.
You bet it. I know you got some.
Yeah, it's fine.
Heather with
No,
catching
it's
the ace
not.
has best hand
It's
here.
on.
11 to you, Rob.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Down. Marco.
Call.
No. Down.
Call.
Brandon.
Heather, is that any good?
That's 5.
Why you just went with the 5? Put
No.
another thing secret.
Heather takes it down.
The only reason I played it was because it was King 5. I'm like, the last hand there was a bunch of kings and
The
5s
internet's
on.
down. Or the connection's down.
Yeah, the second one.
Blind close.
Okay, I've noticed
2-4.
in the beginning of the weeks, Heather would sort of sit back, finish in the top 3 or 4, but the last 2-3 weeks, I've seen she started really playing.
Yes. She's a great player.
And especially with Ed, who was tied for first, going out first.
Out. We have no connection in here.
I'm working on that.
I'm gonna break anyway after this hand. Let's do one more out.
Now, everything's still broadcasting just fine.
Yeah.
It's just like
Clock's running.
Yeah, we took it early anyway.
He's still broadcasting. It's
Yep.
just we're stuck at the overhead shot.
Oh. Oh, the overhead
Mute
shot.
the cameras. Like the camera above you.
Awesome.
That was good.
That was
see?
good. I photo one.
Teamwork.
I don't know if it's reading
I don't know if it's reading or not.
Are they getting our cards in there?
I don't know. Are you getting cards?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What did Roger's fault? We'll test.
2 jokers.
I had your hand.
I had 6-5.
Ah,
do not have 6-5.
6'5" or 6'4", what are we looking at?
Cards.
Is it connected out there yet?
Underneath the chair. They
It
were
was,
over there.
how's it work? It was not.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Oh, we're good in here. Everything's good. Go ahead and continue on.
Where'd the cards go? Where'd the name cards go?
I
swear to God,
If
they were
someone's
just
not
right there.
red,
They were just right here.
I don't know where you're at.
We may not even see that if we just hold them here long enough and assume it.
Yeah, but they gotta see it.
Just keep playing, Trey. Feel it out. Keep playing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, just play it out.
He said it's
Okay, let's go.
We just know to hold it there for a few seconds. We're good. Rabbit. Oh, the blinds are
Oh, really?
26.
Yeah, they're up 3-6.
you first. No, I'm just going. I'm just going to sleep.
Fold. Call.
Oh,
Mac.
Heather with twos might get raised here by Brandon.
Does the whole.
Jack queen suited.
very screen.
Who's in here? I got the ladies with me.
The ladies.
Go ahead, let them see a flop.
I'll
I'll let them see one.
Brandon hits a pair on the board.
7 is the bet.
$700 bet by Brandon.
Folds.
Why would you bet there?
Heather folds.
I don't have any clubs.
Brandon takes the pot down.
Ever gonna see, and you fired out to end it so quickly.
Yeah, that's not the first time I've had two ladies at once.
All right.
Looked like Brandon had cards that time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was actually saying I'm surprised he didn't raise pre-flop there.
What was that? Queen
Queen Jack suited.
He did have a deep voice though.
What about this?
You know, knowing that he'll slow play good cards and
You know?
bet bad cards.
I think she deserves a chance.
Well, Miss Canada, what's about her?
6 to go,
I
Heather.
guess she used to be a dude.
She's a
She
trainer.
was the
No, I think they were all chopped off.
Why? Yeah, what, she keeps them in her pocket? I don't know.
Like a kidney stone.
Watch out for Linda on the button here with ace 10.
Full woman now.
Yeah, you know.
1,600. Linda makes it 1,600 to go.
Four times the big blind.
Into a guy. They, you don't want to know, man. I've seen that. I've seen that surgery. That is
Those
not.
look like playable cards by Brandon.
Oh,
That's the secret. Four times the big blind is how you get Brandon off good cards or medium cards.
I'll note that for next week there.
clubs go.
So who do you like in this week here?
You know,
Very right.
this is going to sound very biased, but Don Poltz is a great player. And he's very patient, and he waits until the blinds are up there, and then he starts making moves. So I'm going to say Paul Moskowitz did a really good choice on who he has playing for him.
Nicole Bass on Howard Stern. She's.
He may not, he may be hovering around what he started with, but
Yeah.
Let's do it.
he knows when to make moves when it
Rob
gets
makes
later in the game.
3,000 to play.
She is
Rob Newman with pocket fours raises to 3,000.
And she
I don't see any callers here.
No.
She laughs like the guy from
Like you, Sherman Munster.
Herman Munster, exactly.
Wow.
It's awful. And Fred Norris does the greatest impression of her. That is, I love it.
Oh, no.
Yay.
12-4.
Huh? Good job.
I think the big blind is Rob Newman, and the first to act will be Marco.
Ever since Marco got rid of that tiki cup that he put his beverage in,
Uh-huh.
last week he wins. I'm going to put him at, he's got a good shot.
For tonight.
Yep.
The ghost.
Oh, I got the ghost reader on my.
Yeah, he actually started
Put your hand.
after the break at 11,000.
18 to go. 18 to go.
Linda makes it 1,800. Rob Newman with Queen Deuce of clubs.
Yeah.
Did not want to let that go, but wisely did. Though he was the favorite, there was definitely a race there.
Linda's playing pretty aggressive tonight.
Against anybody who had.
It's paying off pretty well.
Actually, let me see. Brandon's been aggressive. Linda has been aggressive.
Oh.
Don and Heather have basically been sitting back waiting for good hands. Rob Newman's been aggressive. And Marco's always aggressive.
Not a,
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's,
It's just kill the conversation about it then. If you don't know exactly what's
I don't
happening.
know exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something after this hand is over.
Brandon lets a 3-9 go. Must be slipping. All right, Don is getting a little bored.
17 to go.
Decides to raise it.
Fold.
I thought it was black when I.
Good raise there to take that down.
Yep, well timed.
It was an ace of diamonds.
Only 2 people to act behind him.
Wow.
I would have
Way off.
I would have thought it was a picture, I swear. I wouldn't make up something.
Rob's button.
But moves and Brandon to act
Yeah,
first this
we want
hand.
the Uber wash.
Yeah, for sure.
We want the wash like you're.
Oh my God! I don't know why.
Brandon
this
in
just
the
popped
old
in my
number
head.
7
Uber
brand
reminded me of
t-shirt.
Germans, and this
Yeah.
is what this is my train of thought. Anybody watch the NFL draft?
Yes.
Dude,
I
Did
didn't
you
watch
see
it.
the one dude's mom
Brandon
give him a
4-9 of
hug
diamonds
in a,
folds.
like a low
Don Putz
strapless gown?
folds. Heather folds her
Friggin'
ace 6.
gigantic wad of pit hair hanging out.
Oh.
My buddy, his son caught it.
Marco
His
2-9.
Oh my gosh!
Small blind, 300 out there, 300 to call.
Missed that altogether.
Oh, it's
What was this one? Wait,
Wait,
there's no
the
German.
NFL draft. Well, I know, but I'm just thinking.
Marco actually
Marco
raises
raises
with his
1,000
2-9 offsuit.
That was.
And Linda folds her
Man,
2-6.
you do not want to get into this.
Good move by
That's
Marco.
interesting.
Yep. How did Marco know he was best there to begin with?
You are a retard.
Battle of the blinds there. He was seeing where Linda was at there.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that where you were going?
No, no.
Good aggression, Marco.
That's it now. So all we have to say now is, can we have a pitch shaver?
Yeah.
Or not mean speak. Yep.
Oh, no, I thought you meant.
Appreciate you watch.
We base one. For work though.
Don Poltz in seat 1 to act first this hand.
It is. Good point.
How's he gonna go collect any more of his cards? You
My
think-
what?
Your cards. You think those are collector cards the Mexicans are handing out there?
I know. My kid's like, Dad, bring some of those cards back. I'm like, don't let your mom see.
Linda wakes up with a nice hand.
One girl I used to work with when we went to Vegas for a work conference, she's like, all right, let's just see how many we can collect.
Sean Marco
before
with
we have to
9-10
leave back for the-
on the
we were
button.
there for a
Raise.
4-day conference.
Makes it 1,500 to go.
Raise to
So
1,500.
she collects all these, and then she's like, all right, we gotta pitch these before we get into playing. Yeah, sure. So I take all mine, all of hers, I pretend to throw them in the garbage.
Oh.
And then I
See if
hide them
Linda
in
just
her
calls or
carry
if she
on.
races.
What were they?
So there's the little cards that the
No.
Mexicans pass out in Vegas, all the,
Yeah.
all these tours to your.
Re-raise to 3,000 by Linda Johnson.
Raise to 3,000.
Brandon with 5 diamonds.
3,000.
And then we went through security. I wish I could have like.
2 of Linda's diamonds going to the mark.
fingernail clippers or something in there so they would
Yes, sir.
stop her and said, we gotta search your bag, and then they find out. But I'm sure.
And Marco's got to think he's live. He may just call this just to see the flop and see how he looks.
Oh, she would have
She
been.
was laughing.
She would have been
Nope.
horrified.
He
She
built
would
it.
have
Testicles.
She would have been
Saves
laughing.
himself 1,500 bucks.
She would have been
And there
Shut
goes
up,
the
man.
button.
Did you ever what? If you're that upset, you can call. Throwing the button around.
Not a problem. I just tried to give it a shove.
Yeah, that didn't work too well, did it?
No, it did not.
Small blind is Brandon Rosenberg. Big blind is Don Poltz. And first to act will be Heather Kimmel. Left-hand side of your screen.
Let's see some action here.
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to stack the deck so you can see some like real tragedy going on.
This means, and then this means you could.
Whatever, man.
Oh, raise to 12.
Might see some action from Don and Heather.
We had a rate there.
Don just calls with his pocket 5s.
We call it out.
Heather checks her option. Heather hits her ace. Don with a gut shot straight.
12 is good.
And a call by Don Poltz.
Checks.
Another ace.
Could see like a a check, nice.
Don Poltz gets a free card.
12 is bet.
1200. That's probably going to be a call. Oh,
What?
good lay down.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You might have to suffer Moskowitz the rest of the season.
Button on Brandon, which means Rob Newman to act first this hand.
Watch Heather's gonna win. The ball's gonna be waiting for her outside, dude. Gonna scare the shit out of her.
We're down to 6 players. You're watching Chase the Bracelet. Our website is www.ctb.tv or chasethebracelet.com. Looks like Linda has the best hand at the moment. Paul or Don's cards did not read. Don's cards did not read. Yep.
18.
Come on, rookie.
There we go. Don sitting
Linda
on
raises
a 5
18.
queen of diamonds.
Yes, let's get out of that.
Linda raises with her jack king.
Are you kidding? That goes back to the Moskowitz play.
Yeah, right.
Heather folds. Linda takes down the pot.
What hand did she have?
Jack king.
Good old Jack King.
Suited Dan's favorite hand. We miss him. He was supposed to be here tonight, but had a little family emergency earlier today and couldn't make it. So we're being joined by the participating members of Chase the Bracelet as they are falling out.
Taking a big hit.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here in the studio with Joe Brunson,
18 now.
hailing from Elyria, Ohio.
Euclid, Ohio.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it Euclid?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I don't know which is further, Illyria or Euclid. I'm not sure.
And we've all had days like that, but this is a lot of weeks.
I hope a 10 comes on the flop so this can get it really interesting.
That's what Marco and Steve Day did, though. Did you remember that one? Steve had kings, and Marco had ace queen. A queen hit the board. Marco thought he was good, and then rivered the ace.
Oh, that was sick.
It was sick.
Poor Steve is just, oh.
Linda with the check mark here.
6, 7 of clubs.
Is that what you had?
Yeah, he was in there with that.
Ace high takes it down for Linda.
Probably. There's no raise. I have 9-4. I missed it.
Button moves, and Linda Johnson to act first. There's Linda on the left there.
I didn't know I missed it.
Yeah, he missed.
After tonight, there's 5 more weeks.
Yes.
It's when playing's going to get a little tighter, I believe. People like myself who find themselves down in the points might play a little more aggressive.
Agreed.
Races, so that's a call. 6, I'm sorry.
No, wait a minute.
Don
What?
Pultz folds action on Heather with her ace king of offsuit.
Raise to 16.
1,000 on top by Heather Kimmel. Marco folds. Action on Brandon. He is suited. And he calls.
Check out.
Suited chasm gappers. Ace, jack, deuce. Heather with 94% there. Let's see if Brandon wants to represent something stronger.
You fold, right?
Brandon folds and Heather takes it down.
Heather adds on to her chip lead. Brandon was saying earlier that he's not playing with his Adidas shirt, sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's hoping that brings him luck.
Ah, yeah, he has been in Adidas every time before this, I think.
All in 47.
4,700 and all in.
Rob Newman with actually the best. Nope, Brandon actually has a 35% there. With that fold though, Newman takes a 45% advantage, and now he's 80. And Linda folds and puts the blinds out. If you're sitting there watching us, please join us at the Facebook page, facebook.com/chasethebracelet, and like us. Sounds like it's getting serious in the room now. It's getting all quiet. Action on Heather. Ace-5 suited.
Call 6.
Oh,
Just calls the 600. Marker lets it go. They did 3-5 in the small blind. Decides to call. Brandon with 6-10 in the big blind. Checks his option. We'll see a flop. Heather Dack first. Or no, I'm sorry. Linda Dack first. That checks around. Brandon
12 bet.
decides to bet at it.
We doing the last one?
No, my hand's cold. I went outside and walked around for some reason.
Good bet by Brandon there.
Yeah, had an up and down straight draw. Or something like a double belly gut buster or something like that. I forget what they call that.
Yeah, I think we're close. Last hand. There you go.
I always feel like the light is going up on you, like.
That was the sound of the blinds going up for next hand.
Money bag. She's got all the chips. I'm like, she's worried about the line. Unbelievable.
Fold.
Heather with my favorite hand here.
Let's see if she does as well with it as you do.
I folded it like 2-3 times tonight.
Yeah.
Didn't feel it. Flush.
Oh,
4-7 deuce.
2 hearts out there for Brandon.
And Don Pultz has the best of it at the moment.
12 is bet.
0% for Heather. Don Pultz calls with his 2 pair. As long as a heart doesn't come on the board, or
Or an 8 there.
yeah, an 8.
16.
Can't see that river card.
Don folds.
Oh.
I had you to the river, right?
What was the river?
6 diamonds.
wow. I didn't think you. I thought you were on a draw with like the hearts. I was like, you got shit.
Brandon gets to stuff the winning chips on that one.
I'm on a gutter ball. No one's betting at it. I figured, what the hell, I'll shoot at it. Nah, I just happened to go run a runner and get there. I'm like, you know what I mean? What the hell? Turn gives me the pair. No one bet the flop. I was
Don
really
waking
looking
up
for a
with my
five,
favorite hand,
right,
10
to be
jack.
honest with you.
I was looking for
Be
Suited.
surprised if you see Rob push it here.
Oh yeah, he did push with ace 5 before, and he suited again.
all of it,
6,700, 200 all in for Rob Newman.
The pros, no, he's like the donkeys. He just like already ready to go.
I don't have enough to bet anybody out.
Over to Brandon,
So it's
4-9 offsuit.
Really.
Can't believe his cards and
Call him,
folds.
Heather, please. Call him.
And Heather with king
You're live for
7.
sure.
Probably not going
Whatever
to
you
call.
got.
Folds to king
King
7.
7, you were golden.
No, he's under the gun.
Rob Newman takes the blinds.
He had like 9
Well,
times
probably,
shooting.
Yeah,
oh, what
drinking
should I
action,
do?
do it.
How to tip again? What should I do? You got a hand.
He didn't showboat anything. He had like a small like
I might have
ace
one.
8 suited in hearts or something.
If he
That's a good guess by Brandon.
There he is.
If I had something better than a 9-4, I'd probably called him.
Maybe he's an ace.
Small blind, Heather.
We'll see it in the replay.
7-8 of spades for Rob Newman. Let's see if that's a pushing hand for him.
Ooh, Linda wakes up with pocket tens.
We're at 4 and 8,
Yes, ma'am.
24.
Makes it 2,400 to go.
It should be enough to shut everybody out.
Agreed. I don't see him calling here. If he calls, he's gonna just commit all his chips here, but I don't see that.
Trying to create a side talk.
That worked.
He is a gambler at heart, though. We've seen him do that a couple times over the past couple games. Let's it go.
I didn't think it.
It's not the first time I haven't had any of that.
Small blind for Rob. Big blind for Marco. First stacked will be Linda Johnson.
I thought you had a 5 for sure. And something else got rid of
I
it.
needed the 5.
Yeah,
But the 6 is running 6s is easy.
Linda with ace king again.
It's just
The thing
Raise
is,
it
that makes
now.
a lot of hands beat you then. Not just-
Yeah,
not just
exactly.
six.
Any player
makes
Under the
20,
gun
even
raises
Eric
with
Rose
ace
something bigger
king.
beats you. You know, 'cause you got
Yeah, 4, 7, 6, and overpairing.
Brandon folds. Don folds. Folds. Heather folds. Rob Newman folds. Action on Marco. Marco says 10 deuce. Will not do that.
Says the Joe Brunson hand.
Yeah.
That's Doyle.
trying to steal some blinds for
You guys can share hands.
Linda getting some decent cards the last few hands. Building her chip stack up there.
Yes, it seems like there's been a couple reversals of fortune here.
Good to go.
All right, Don has queens this time. Let's see what. See action on Marco.
Raise to 2,000.
You know what? He might get a shove here by Newman here. I believe he will.
Ace 8 of clubs. He's looking at it.
Call.
Just a call. Kind of surprised on
Call
that.
1600.
Call.
Another call by Linda Johnson with a 6-8 offsuit.
That's,
Short hand.
yeah, I know. That's,
Okay.
I did it.
Just making sure. Sorry.
3 players still flat.
So I have to break my black down.
Is that,
Don Polt sitting on queens. Rob Newman with ace 8 of clubs, and Linda Johnson with an 6-8 offsuit.
Chip.
2-0.
Good luck, Roland.
2 even.
Don Polt pushes all his chips in the middle for Paul Moskowitz. I don't see a call here. Linda did catch the, well, Rob Newman's to act now.
How much was he all in, do you know?
I did not notice. Linda wondering if he caught any of that or if it's a stone cold trying to buy the pot.
I call.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he's right.
Wow.
Queens.
Oh.
I had Jack.
I did not expect a call there.
Yeah, that's how Don doubles up. He waits for it, and then
I called to see his, I called him.
Hey, he's all in. I know, but
Oh, he's all in, I'm sorry.
Linda has the chips to lose too.
Cam up, you can't.
That's okay.
But still, Linda has a 17% chance.
What's that?
17 times out of 100, she's going to take it down.
Josie, you threw it away. You see to it, you're not.
2 cards to come.
If it's an all in, I figure, whatever. run it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be rolled out.
You called
Five
Tony,
and
call
six.
Tony, find out what it is.
And I believe that Linda gets the check mark on
I
that.
have to run
Okay.
it. There's no way I cannot run it.
I'm sorry, it's my mistake. And I didn't even think
That's
of
not
it.
a true statement.
Looks like Don's in a little
Let's
shock
say go
there,
here.
for,
I
Yeah.
can grab the cards and throw them
as
back.
well as he
Whatever
should
Mike
be.
plays, I'll take it. Sorry,
I had Jack 6 there, Don.
that's my own
Have a
fault.
good night, buddy.
I don't think Linda knew that he was all
I
in.
forgot it was an all in.
That is correct. Linda did not know he was on it.
Well, it's not it. I just wasn't thinking about it.
She paid for it,
I did pay for it.
and
But
that's, I mean, the thing is, I mean, you know.
I agree. She didn't touch
I mean,
it.
even if people are
She didn't actually hit the money.
arguing about that call, Brandon has made.
This is
What's that?
Depends. Mountaineers.
If she mucked, you should get it.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, small, big.
From the view that I had, I did not.
I had Jack 6.
It's up to Train.
That's the case.
Train
6
is
that
in
hit.
control of the board.
Okay, so let's go back. Hey, guys, let's, hold up.
All right, we're going to hold up for a second because there's a question. It looked like
Is this hand the?
Listen, I
yeah,
got.
she threw it down. Did she announce a call or anything?
You know,
Just saying.
but still, if it wasn't
It
an
wasn't
all-in,
intended.
even that, I know.
Right, it
If
wasn't
he
intended.
shoved
Yeah.
I will say, I
call,
intended
you go
to
to
pitch him.
queen.
I don't know what I was thinking.
and then she took the
I
cards. and
really
threw
was
them
just
towards
thinking
him.
I'm so stupid
You were
for
just
calling
calling
him.
out
Face
for
down.
the,
But he was all right.
Controversy.
So I got the cards.
But they can't bring them back.
Well,
Regardless, it was
No, it's done.
Yeah.
It's
The
done.
next hand is
yes.
I mean,
They're
actions are actually
the cards are still alive
taken by
as long as they
the
didn't touch the muck.
until
I'm
I
going to say.
pulled him into the muck.
Yeah.
But
It's still,
because of the tournament
I
structure,
would've
you have
stood
to
by
run
what I
with
said.
the cards.
Yeah, but they-
Yes.
Right?
yeah, it's still.
I mean, if they bring them back in, then I'm
can't.
happy.
Yeah,
I mean, just
because the next hand is
With
already.
the cards
I mean,
were up.
Action bidding for action.
Yeah.
Just toss towards the direction.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
If
I
they-
just
if
was
they had
like,
hit the muck,
oh,
I would
stupid
definitely
call,
say.
and I, you know what I mean, just what,
Good.
And you could have made some good picking them up, I know you weren't.
I
I
don't
was,
believe so.
and I won't claim that I was.
Linda, do you want to?
Not the greatest turn of events, but it sounds like when Linda
No,
threw them in
I-
because she
whatever
looked
they
like she
decide is
was
what it is.
good
That
or
was my own fault.
beat that I guess she tossed them in upside
I just
down.
was mad at my play, it was a
But
bad
she
call.
did announce a call when she did that. 2 cards were to come, so I'm going to guess that she didn't
If she
really.
calls an all, like, if this is a cash game, I would have said.
They were
jam
still
on.
live, and as long as they didn't hit the muck, we're going to assume that they are still live.
Are you ready?
Okay,
Listen, if it
We've
was a
seen,
cash game, I'd have said
even
that.
in the
whatever happens, I misplayed.
main
whatever
event
table
when
was.
Phil Ivey mucked good cards, good players can do some incorrect things sometimes. Linda was very lucky there that the cards didn't hit the muck. 5 players left.
Lindy's cards never read.
You're watching Chase the Bracelet, game number 7, season 3.
Hey, you're folding ace-6 now?
Yeah, Joe, here.
Oh man, that's a bad way to go out.
Gary Pitt.
As long as Heather's not the next one to go out, she will be in the chip lead, or the point lead for the
And I can
for the
understand
season.
his frustration.
And the point leader at the end of 12
And I said when we were-
episodes
whenever you
is the
guys
winner
decide.
of the Chase the Bracelet, the
You
homemade
said call, and then she was like,
Call.
bracelet by
I-
PJ Price.
Just say, oh, nice. You got me.
I did call, absolutely I called, and I
You
paid.
can check out her work at
I thought the argument was,
PamelaJPrice.com.
I flipped them face down.
They hit the square, it killed the hand. The game's still going on.
Okay,
Fold.
That's all it was.
okay.
Rod
And I
Newman
take it, I'm
folds.
going like this.
Marco with 7
Then that would have
king.
been a muck, and that would have been it. Okay,
It's a muck.
again,
Folds them.
it was my mistake, my
Linda
error.
folds.
Whatever the table rules are, there they are, that's
Two
why
straight.
it's ruled.
Raise to 2,000.
Brandon with ace-9 raises. Heather folds her 7-8 off.
Shows an ace.
See, I can raise with an ace, but I can't call with an ace.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
I
mean, even
agree.
5-handed, I mean, if you get, that's a damn good hand, but still, it won't.
That's what we all do, raise with the ace, fold with the weaker one.
Rob Newman sitting there tempting the fate of gravity.
The only thing that makes it more appealing to the eyes of the suited.
Have some interesting hands this round here.
Small.
Marco all in with ace king.
74.
Looks like Linda folds.
7,400 all in. Good luck, Marco.
Thank you.
Heather Newman 10 folds. Rob Newman 7-8 offsuit. Tosses him in.
12-9.
Ace king.
I don't know. Looking at my hand. Looking at my hand.
Linda folds. Action on Brandon, who folds. Heather ace 9.
Raise 2,000.
Ace 9 raises to 2,000.
I see some fireworks here, Tony. Good fold.
Marco does let the ace 4 go.
Put it out there. Close here.
I was that close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul just keeps.
He may have been that close, but he was that far away too.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Paul's just keep your card.
you guys, I like it. I go to his house, I play cards together, and you're friends.
You're definitely.
I would never.
You used to. This is poker. This is
No,
poker.
I don't even think it's that you
I don't
at
think
all.
he is either.
It'd be the
Talk
wrong-
at the table is still of
But the cards came out as the cards were.
the hand that put
And
Don
you
out.
guys, like all of you do, if the
Hey,
table
actually, that's a
had
good one to
been
talk
ruled
about.
The other way, I would have never
Anything about
disputed
ever
it,
again.
ever.
Here's an all-in by Rob coming up.
800 split.
Blinds are 400, 800.
Yes, ma'am. Good call.
3,000.
3K and all in.
All in Rob Newman. You good call.
Marco may give a call here also.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, man.
Oh, it's 7,800. I do.
Oh, I got a call at 3,000. My fault.
7.
Okay, Rob Newman all in for 3,000, so that'll be Marco with 3,000 also. Ace 10 versus Queen 8.
Good luck.
Little bit of good sportsmanship before the Queen hits.
Ace me.
Oh, yeah, you would have.
I called the 3,000 there, Rob. Why
Rob
didn't you
Newman
push,
doubles
Marco?
up.
You just called and we just.
Because I went on.
Then I get there.
Buttons on
I check it
Marco.
down.
I don't have enough
I
chips.
Heather
checked it
Kimmer
down.
to act first.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
That's a good move. Don't listen to Tom.
That's a good move.
It's going to put a pretty good dent there in
But
Marco's
I
chips.
still be where I'm at and, well, let me be
Yeah,
honest.
I think he's got like 4,200 behind.
Got his chips
Give him to him, right?
So he is short stack at the table.
and- I know. But, well,
You don't have to move it.
you know.
Heather having a good game today.
Yeah.
Whole lot of nothing. There's an ace 5 for Linda.
I lose most of the time with the best hand. I go in way behind.
Sure, Linda's raise won't be called.
Yeah, I can do that.
Can we get that? that
Correct.
hand on
Linda
camera?
raises and Brandon lets it go.
That's the hand that Brandon will fold.
That's one of
It's
them.
also one he'll raise with.
Thank you.
Have you not
I know,
noticed
Ray, have
that?
you not noticed that? Like, if I notice we don't have shit either, Rob, I'll raise with that.
First stack this hand will be Rob Newman in the gray.
No? Oh, really?
Good to go.
Newman folds. Marco 5-9. Folds. Linda with ace jack.
Going
We're
up.
getting a lot of good cards.
Yep.
2-2 to play. So Linda.
2,200.
They rolled the other.
I saw that. It was right on the back.
Give me one of those.
Brandon tosses it in, and so does Heather.
Well, I was gonna tell her, I thought you were just gonna show
But
them.
moves. First stack will be Marco in the white.
Here, give me five.
Brandon and Linda's cards are still showing from last time.
More chats
I can
on
fix
it.
that.
Brandon, but
All right. Oh, look at this.
What were you saying about Linda getting good cards? Nothing, unless
Yeah, that's
Brandon
a
gets a
shame.
little aggressive with his 7-9.
22 play.
You know, he likes those.
Look at that.
I know. I'm like, you're not gonna playable hands these last couple.
Oh, Brandon, everything's playable too.
Hand to race anybody with that.
Stinkers.
Shit.
She shows her aces.
I had 2 live
Button
cards,
bounces over to Heather.
and I was suited.
Linda Johnson to act first.
See, I was off.
See, she only shows the legitimate raisable hand though. The aces.
Everyone,
Everything else is garbage.
doing the chips out.
I think Brandon's just said at the table that he thinks maybe Linda might be pushing her weight around there with the chips, but it's really not the case,
There
Brandon.
you go.
Brandon lets it go. Heather on the button, queen 9. Newman calls from the small blind. And Marco checks his option. Oh, Heather is not in this. King 5 King 5-10.
Whoever bets first at this grabs it.
Yep.
Exactly.
So Newman, who caught the 10, had the best hand and takes it down.
Next hand, guys, blinds at 5 and 10.
500 to 1,000. Price of poker just went up.
Let's go, Marco. I'm rooting for you.
See if he can do it twice in a row. 8-9 of clubs.
Oh, that's good.
Give him a wash.
Give him a hair shave, or what's it called?
Harry pitch save or something? I don't know.
Heather folding
You
Jack
had
Queen.
hair.
Surprising.
32.
I consider Jack Queen one of the most dangerous hands in poker. Because when you catch anything, you really don't know if you're still good or not.
All those antics for everybody to fold.
And takes it down. Good bet on Rob Newman's part. Buttons on Marco, which means Heather to act first this hand.
Five and 10. Never mind, you're good.
Fold. Fold.
I think a raise by Brandon here is going to take it.
She raised it up on that side?
2,000.
Unbelievable.
Tatter would be so disappointed in my Jack 5 folder.
2,000 bet by Linda. Takes it down.
He loves his Jack 5. And I don't ever look
Linda
at it
is
and
on
see
her
it, 'cause I don't
A
think
game
about it.
right now.
You? Really?
Every time I see it, I
Every,
think of him.
every single
Could be
time.
2 wins in a row for her.
Don Tatter loves Jack 5.
And he wins
Last
it
game
a lot.
she chopped first
In part
place and
because he
second
really
place
loves
with
it, so when
Marco.
it hits the board,
Everybody just folds
just
And
like,
it looks like
whatever.
they're on par to do that
He's
again.
probably got like deuce 5 or something.
Yeah.
You see a Jack 5 and everybody runs for the hills. Head for Z Hills.
Here she goes again.
Action on Newman folds. Marco with a Jack 10
I am all in.
clubs.
I was going to say Marco might get in trouble here.
And Heather or Linda calls the all-in of 3,600 from Marco.
36 is the bet.
Thank you. I will grab that.
It's like Heather's going to call also. 2 players, possibly to knock Marco out.
26 more?
Yes.
What? Get out of here.
She does not.
What do you have, like jacks or something?
Let's see if a queen will hit.
well, not really. It's one of the few times I don't win it.
A lot of silence out there.
Yeah,
So
it means
nothing.
no help to Marco, no
Yeah.
O's.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Nice hand. Nice hand. You got a lot of-
Marco hits the jack on the river.
What would you make, Heather? Anything?
That's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite hands.
That's call. I thought you got a bigger hand.
there's good possibilities, and it's
Figured
kind
you
of
for an ace,
disguised.
Strong ace, my
Right.
sevens were a race, I'm not,
Yep, yep.
I mean, that's a call of it.
I think she could have afforded that.
And you're usually live when you call with
Right?
this.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm happy,
Yeah.
I
We're
gotta,
good.
And I would push with that hand too.
Come on, Dave. We're up.
5 and 1,000.
5 and 1.
Rob Newman in the big blind, so Marco to act first.
And had you bet, I'd push you with it.
well, right,
You know,
well, I'm not doing anything.
Right.
I'm pushing.
Next one, Linda with ace 3.
Two.
2,000 now.
All in.
Raises to 2,000. Brandon all in with pocket 4s.
See what Rob does with this hand after seeing Marco with 10 jack.
Yeah, looks like he folds.
Couldn't call with your 10 jack there, but.
Sounds like Linda folded, so Brandon takes it down with his
It was
nice bet and his 4s.
I have here, I have
10, I think it was 10
you know
hands,
what?
jack of clubs.
Yeah, 5-handed with Rob.
That's kind of order.
And if you're raising, I'm like, maybe I can get some
You
chips.
get
out of
some
you
chips,
know what I mean?
you bet. My ace
I'm like,
was,
I'm depending on your
my ace
Heather
was
call.
live, but my kicker.
And Heather's on like auto muck, so I'm like getting shit out of her.
Looks like a pushing hand for Rob Newman. Jack King off.
Yeah.
Why me, woman?
Heather with the 10 jack this time. Brandon folds his 5-6. Heather folds.
Hell no, that matter.
No.
48.
Rob with the best hand at the moment does go all in for 4,800. Marco lets it go.
I don't, it doesn't matter. I didn't
Button
do
is
mine.
on Newman, which means that Brandon is to act first this hand.
Neither do
I do say that a lot, but I don't,
I don't look
I
at- I
don't
don't
know
look
what I
at it.
have at that point.
And if I do get a walk or a chop, I don't look at it.
It's a tell because I don't care if I waste it, I'd rather him fold.
And here's an all that. Whoa, this is going to get interesting, Tony.
Interesting is right. I do predict that Newman will call or go all in.
Raise 36.
I
That's a
believe
Great
they're
timing for
almost
Brandon
even.
to do that. Action is on Rob Newman, I
All in
believe.
88.
Yep, all in 8,800 with pocket 10s. Marco with 4-6 of hearts. Would have liked to have seen the flop, but has to fold them. And Linda with her ace 5 folds. 10s versus aces.
Well, it's a
Come on!
Well, let's see if it's in the window.
Trade giving Brandon some hard time.
Yeah.
8 or 10.
Oh, yeah.
Good game.
Rob Newman's 10s do not improve,
Rob, good one,
so
dude.
Rob out in 5th place. For game number 7, season 3 chase the
Even
bracelet.
I like it, that's
thought
a
it
big deal.
There's a 10.
And you don't have the ace of clubs. He didn't have a club either, though, did he? Nobody had a club.
I was like,
I
man,
had
just
10
come
or
out
eight.
with it
That's
already.
one of the
Don't
best
go,
five,
oh,
six,
the
six,
God,
no,
you see,
I-
just do it.
Well, no, 10-10 would have been.
Well, I'm saying one of the best.
No, you're right.
This is somebody pushing.
No, I
How long until the end of the next blind?
As soon as I saw him start stacking his chips up, I'm like,
10 minutes.
can I
Okay.
get Marco too? I'm like, I was like, man, if I could like, man.
I wouldn't mind
No, no,
trading
I
with
was
those.
I was first to
There's
act.
blind.
I was first to act.
Okay, my mistake.
All I know is I was first to act.
Okay.
It would be a break after this.
Oh.
Not like a hand, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You all right? Bring yourself over.
What are we doing break after this?
I guess.
After,
so.
no,
After
after
the
round.
after the blind.
After the line.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was like, didn't we just go? What'd you do?
Burn my hand on the table.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's good.
Well, it's a real window?
It's only 500.
Slow
You know that,
five.
right? Why do you always
One
have to do
buck.
this shit?
It's one bump. See, look, you're complaining.
Bullshit, though.
It's
I'm
not,
like, come on,
it's
just,
a bump.
no, it is nothing.
You might as well have it.
You may as well have just like folded it.
Too fast.
Bullshit.
6, 7, 9.
Whatever.
Linda hits the 6.
Her
9
trading
minutes,
has
44
some
seconds
upside.
left in the blinds, and as you can tell, there's 500, 1,000 in the blinds.
Did he say he wants to get her in the end?
No, he's trying to get her to the end.
the end.
Maybe
Oh.
get her in the end. That's awesome too.
See?
Now
Wow.
your mind works, Marco.
I'm quick. 1,000 to go, Marco.
Whoa.
So to
Yeah, you wanted to get me another
Brandon with
hand.
500 in with the small blind.
I had nothing.
Folds his 2-9.
I thought when you look down at your chips and you look at your cards and you look at your chips again, I was like, cool, I get 2 of them. Like, sweet.
I don't even remember what I had.
That's
But
good.
moves and Linda to act first this hand. We are on the bubble.
It is bubble time.
Close decision.
I should have raised that last hand. Heather would have
Linda
folded.
getting more
She's all right.
cards.
Wow.
You were gonna raise? 25.
25
Yes.
play.
2.5 times the big blind.
Don't see any callers here.
Yep, Marco loses his big blind. Looks like he's got enough chips to lose it.
You haven't played a hand since like the first break.
Brandon to act first this
Maybe
hand.
one.
Since you got the pink chip, you kind of
You just been like
Brandon trying to get in Heather's side here.
full. Or fixed.
nothing wrong with that. I
No,
know
there's nothing wrong with
Big
that.
line, big line, 1,000. Brando.
And here it is for Marco.
Yep.
25 now.
Not really any. Oh. I think Brandon may have to call.
562.
Hmm.
Right.
Brandon has chips committed to it. He does not like to let them go.
So what do I owe?
Pulling,
Pull the
25.
25s
I was right the first time.
Hey, pull the 25s and tell me what I owe.
62 minus 25, buddy.
This is interesting here.
He is still live in this 1/3, 2/3.
Alright, let's go. 37, right?
Makes the call.
We have a call with a 6-7 offsuit versus Ace-King offsuit.
Marco doesn't look too happy. Is this
Oh, yeah.
Brandon luck?
I think yep, Ace-King
Oh, wow.
on the flop.
I saw the 4 in the window.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, here they come
Five
straight.
and
5 and an 8.
You know, maybe not the 8 right away, but something made me sweat it.
Oh, come on. You could have given it to me right there. Just bang, bang. Or 7-7 would have been funny. That would have been great too.
Brandon is a true gambler at heart. He is willing to take chances when he's the underdog, as long as he can pick somebody out of
Exactly.
the game.
I know.
Trust me. I'm like, oh, hey, my card's got to be live.
He had the chips to lose
Gotta be
too.
live.
Running out of there.
Oh, did they?
Start again, but
And I was right. They were
I'll
live.
never work.
Yeah.
Till the flop.
Really?
Then I needed
What
a lot
happened?
of help.
Wow.
After, let's see how aggressive Brandon becomes with the Ace-5. Heather with jacks.
This
See?
is the one move.
Now you've
There you
got her
go.
going.
Took 11 8. 11 9.
Got it. This
Marco
is-
2-3 pipes.
Oh,
Now Brandon's also going to be thinking they just having a conversation that she hasn't been playing any hands, so he might be thinking he's trying to.
Yep.
Might be a straight flush in there
There
somewhere.
is. I do.
He folds it.
The wound is still open.
You just stay in lock on. Don't worry.
Buttons on Linda, which means that Marco is stacked first.
We could see a call here.
25. Call.
Call by Linda with her Ace-5 of spades. Brandon King-3 lets it go.
3-way.
Actually, I miss. I'm sorry. I thought I saw what was going on there.
Check.
Kind of surprised that Marco didn't go all in.
9 8. 9 9. 10.
10 even.
I'd like to see Brandon check right there instead
Yeah.
of pushing.
Where'd it go?
Three.
Come on, show it.
With the redraw.
Oh, he had a hard
With
draw.
the redraw.
Do you need to move?
Yeah, it's only 4 minutes left in the lanes.
Clear the rail though. You gotta go stand outside. It's bad. You smell like shit.
Just kidding.
Nah, I'm just gonna stand.
He's gonna-
Marco, if you see a tent pop up, that means he's
Oh,
full of
boy.
shit. He's bluffing.
Okay.
I'll show him, Jim Boy. You wanna live vicariously through me for the next 4 minutes?
I couldn't handle playing that kind of garbage.
Oh,
Brandon with ace
Aces,
And
man.
Marco with
That's what I
sevens.
was thinking.
We are going to see some action here,
Yeah.
Tony.
28.
I think Rob Newman probably got his tent right there.
18 more, Michael?
58%. Little bit of acting so that he definitely gets it.
Again.
Yeah, all in and an instant call by Brandon.
Hold on, I'll
just let's.
you got the thousands in there. Take, you got the thousands in there. You've got the thousands in there. No, leave that. This
You
is
called
fine.
1,000. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me
Oh,
deal my game.
good.
Wow.
Hard.
Oh, I had a full house.
Okay, nails on a full house.
Very nice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be all excited.
Marco, that was just to rub it. That was just to twist that knife in his back to get him. You know, let him get the
Huge
If I
hand
were
there
Flowers,
by Marco. Nice full house.
You would have felt like Steve.
Brandon not too happy
Now,
about
what was
that
that
one.
25 in the middle? Was that some of both of our money?
That's a good call by Brandon. You have to four-handed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Give me another 1,000. You're the one who tried to stop me from doing what I was trying to do. And
Well, you said you had it right. You're
I
the
did.
dealer.
Oh, I did. So this is wrong. And this is wrong. What are you doing?
It's a huge dent in Brandon's chip stack.
Not so much.
Goes the low man on the totem pole.
Surprisingly, it looks like he's got a 3,000 or 4,000 behind though.
Oh, this fine. Still my bad.
You know, 6 that would have been if I flopped a 3 sevens and then you get
We have a
thrown
few
very
minutes
hard.
left
Yeah,
in
you
this
would have felt like
blind,
Steve.
Yeah.
and then we'll be taking a
I
break.
one time.
Small.
My new nickname is gonna be the Grim Reaper now.
I thought you had a big overpay, Brandon, the way you, Brandon, sorry.
Four-handed ace queen shouldn't be too far behind sevens.
Call.
We're not getting some of these cards. Brandon's cards are not showing.
Brandon's cards are not showing.
Brandon's folded.
We
Oh.
left.
Then that would explain it.
Check.
There it is.
Ace queen keep showing up.
Yeah, they do.
1,500.
Yeah.
Marco bets 1,500, catching his 9. Linda folds.
Yeah, some of it.
They had a 6 and a deuce. You wouldn't go very far. Unless sixes and deuces happened.
That ain't right. That's right there, right?
Oh, yeah.
You keep trying to kick my button every time. You put out 500, I thought it was nice.
You were just big.
Yeah, right, because I
That
just
makes
called.
sense.
It was my fault for pushing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Boy, Linda, you're full of mistakes.
I am actually a little distracted right now.
Marco cards. Good to go.
Marco with ace 3. See what he does here.
Be careful, Marco.
Folds it. Linda with ace king. Just calls. She knew what he was going to do. Oh, I thought he was going to go all in.
See, this is a Brandon hand.
Oh, yes, it is, and
30.
he caught it too. 2,000 bet by Linda, 32 all in for Brandon, so
Left is 2 hours.
1,200 more, which I believe she called.
I'm gonna fold it.
She's going to fold it.
Wow.
Wow, he's right.
I've never, I mean, that's a prime case of pot committed I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Especially with your chip stack, you have to call
I
that.
got little connectors, but I can't keep folding them to you.
Right.
Break.
Like I could have, had I not fucking got kicked in the teeth by fucking Marco.
Break. Break.
What are you saying, dude?
If I hadn't been kicked,